Kingsport City Schools is accepting nominations for the class of 2024 Hall of Fame. Here to tell us a little bit more about it is Kingsport City Schools Assistant Superintendent Andy True. Thanks for joining us on First
Appreciate
at
it.
4.
Thank you.
Well, first off, when you think Hall of Fame, you think of athletes and athletics, but this is not that.
Really is a way that we want to be able to recognize those great educators that came before us. You know, we feel blessed to work in a great school system, but we know it isn't because of what we have done. It's because of those folks that came before us to really establish the level of excellence in Kingsport. So this is really just a way that we can really honor those individuals, thank them, remember them, keep their stories and their memories alive, and also to be inspired in our own work by those that came before us.
Now, tell us about a few people that were already in the Hall of Fame, just to kind of give folks an idea of who they can nominate.
Sure. We really try to make sure folks understand it's not just a teacher Hall of Fame. We do have teachers that have been inducted, but we really want folks to think of it as an educator Hall of Fame, understanding that everyone that plays a part in a role of a child's education, we consider an educator. So it might be a teacher or an administrator, but also think about, you know, that bus driver. We inducted a bus driver a couple years ago that safely got your child to school every day, the cafeteria worker, the custodian, the instructional assistant, all of those individuals. And we've been able to, at this point, induct several of those different categories. And so we just try to get people to think about it of being more than just a teacher and just understanding that everyone has to come together to play a role, and we've had great employees to do that in the past, and we want to recognize them.
Now, do these people need to be currently working for the school system, or do they need to be retired? How does that work?
Sure, retired. We call it a 5 and 5 rule. They need to have been retired for 5 years and worked for Kingsport City Schools for 5 years. But other than that, it's really just who comes to mind as being kind of the best of the best, those great impactful educators. We want to keep their stories alive. We want them to come forward, and we really just want our community to think about who those individuals are and how they might be nominated.
So what do folks need to do if they want to nominate someone?
We've tried to make this as easy as possible. You can go to our website and get all the information there, and you can actually submit the nomination there as well. It's k12k.com. It's the Kingsport City Schools homepage. You can get right in the middle of the homepage right there. There's a link that you can do all of that right there.
And do these people need to, you know, maybe submit a picture or anything like that? How does that nomination form play out?
Sure. We do ask for 2 letters of recommendation. There's a committee that works over the course of the summer to kind of think through those nominees, and so having a little bit of information like that is really helpful. So we do ask for 2 letters of recommendation and then just some basic information. But if you don't know it, we always say go ahead and submit the individual. We'll help you fill in the blanks, so that way those folks can be brought forward.
Well, it sounds like a great way to honor some of the great educators in Kingsport. Thanks for joining us here on First at 4. Those details one more time. Nominations are being accepted until May the 1st. The deadline is 5 p.m. for in-person nominations and just before midnight if you are nominating online. For more information on how to make a nomination, head on over to WJHL.com.